Welcome to the Net Wealth Nest podcast, the show that helps everyday people build real financial stability, starting from wherever you are. Whether you're working your way out of debt or just starting to save, we're here to help you grow your net wealth to your first big wealth milestone. Each episode, we break down the mindset shifts, practical tools, and real-life actions that can transform your financial future. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's get to work building your net wealth nest. Welcome to Net Wealth Nest podcast. I'm your host, Jim LaBeouf. Thanks again for joining us for another episode as we help you build your net wealth. Today, we're going to talk a little mindset, and we're going to talk specifically about progress over perfection. One of the key things that many people struggle with is their ability to understand that the little steps that they are making now will turn into big things in the future. And that becomes especially difficult when those little steps just don't look like you're making that much progress and they're not making that much difference in your life. So there's a story that I like to use to help people visualize this. And so basically what I do is I ask, and you got to respond instantly once I ask the question. You can't take your time and think about it. Just instantly answer it. If I were to give you $3 million right now or a penny doubled every day for 30 days, which would you take? Go. And most people, I would say 70% to 80% of the people will initially say, I'm going to take the 3 million right now. Those other 20 to 30% think there seems to be some sort of trick here. So I'm going to go with the one that maybe you don't think I would respond with. But basically, we end up going through a chart where it shows every day what a penny would be worth. And so as you start the first day, you get a penny. And then on day 2, you get 2 pennies. And on day 3, you get 4 pennies. Day 4, you get 8 pennies. And you can see how that adds up each and every day. The doubling happens, right? But the growth is so small. For example, on day 15, you only have $163.84. Halfway through, you have the person who took the 3 million is looking at you and going, man, I lucked out here. You should not have taken that doubling penny. And then we continue forward. We get to day 20. Day 20, also we're at $5,242. And we're like, okay, that's 5 days. That made some moves there. But we're still nowhere near the $3 million the other person got. This is just not working out well for us. And then all of a sudden we get to day 25. So 5 more days. And now we're at $167,000. And we're like, oh, that has made some moves. But again, 167 compared to 3 million. What are we doing here? And then day 26, we're up to 335,000. Day 27, we're up to 671,000. Day 28, we're up to 1.3 million. Day 29, we're at 2.6 million. And day 30, if we would have just waited it out and gotten to that last day, we would have $5,368,000 and some change. So if we would have just gone through the process of using what we call compound growth, we would have seen that over time, it has this hockey stick-like effect where it just feels like you're just moving along. You're going up a little bit, but you're not doing much. And then all of a sudden, we hit this point and it just moves up. We call that a hockey stick-like movement. And so that's where we talk about the progress is more important than being perfect. If you want to save month in and month out, if there is a month that you skipped, all is not lost. It's about just making the effort to progress forward and move forward, because eventually the compound of those little efforts over and over again will add up to big things in the future. The other thing that most people don't understand about perfection is that it likes to lead itself into procrastination, meaning if I don't get this absolutely perfect, I'm not going to do it. I need to get it exactly right to actually do what I say I'm going to do. This podcast for me is a perfect example of this. I know that the video is not perfect. The audio is probably not perfect. There are so many other things I could do to be better, and I will continue to get better at doing this. But the goal is to continue to put out content for you, take feedback, and get better week in and week out as I do this. So again, the key for me is just consistency in what I'm doing and not trying to be perfect with it, just working through it and trying to get a little bit better every time I do that so that I stay away from procrastination. Procrastination is the enemy of progress. And so if I know that being perfect leads to procrastination and procrastination is the enemy of making the progress that I want to make, I need to stay away from perfect and I just need to work on doing the next thing that I said I was going to do, even if it's not perfect. So that's our little mindset thing for today. Again, thanks for joining for our podcast today as we look to help you build financial stability. Again, my name's Jim LaBeouf. Have a great day. Net Wealth Nest LLC and Podcast is an educational platform committed to providing resources and information to empower individuals on their financial journey. Please note, we do not provide financial, tax, or investment advice. All financial decisions should be made in consultation with a qualified professional who understands your unique circumstances. Seeking personalized advice is a smart and necessary step before making any major financial commitments. Thanks so much for joining us today. If you found value in this episode, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Net Wealth Nest, and leave us a review on your favorite podcast platform. We read every comment, and they help us improve and guide what topics we dive into next. And hey, if something you heard today resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with a friend, a family member, a coworker, your barber, your barista, even a stranger in line. You never know who might need this message. Remember, building net wealth is a journey, but you don't have to do it alone. Stick with us, and together, let's grow your net wealth nest.